that we all know and
Alright
love
guys,
from the,
I'm here back with
you know,
more
the
Watch
beginning of
Dogs, continuing on,
21.
listening to
And he's like,
the live feed update right now, but
he's doing
it
his
is a
thing,
bit later.
I
You guys, it's
guess.
already 11:18.
I'm like I said,
That
he's
was
setting
mostly
himself up,
pure
but
just
I'm kind of
laziness.
scared for him that people are
Where are we
gonna
going?
notice it earlier than they did in his season.
Oh, yeah, we're trying to save Wrench, right?
Going to go and make the pitch to Franz.
Yeah, I have nothing to do today until work. I work at 4, so I have nothing to really do for the next like 3 hours or so.
She said, I really want to talk to you guys, but I'm so nervous that... And then Memphis walked in.
I probably should have taken a car.
Walks in, he gives her the pitch. 6 people, and I was going to bring in Bailey, but then...
fucking asshole.
No.
They thought we'd go for that.
They don't get us. They don't get us at all. Wrench needs that match. When one of our team needs something, we get it.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna hack their fucking server and get all the files about their little extortion plan. Time to air some dirty FBI laundry.
She's in. After Memphis leaves, she gives like a thumbs up and smiles. She's like, "Ah, that was really good. I'm really happy about that."
No way. Hey.
Yeah. This conversation really... Sorry, my internet.
No worries. You're good now. You're good now.
Okay, good. I think that in this conversation, Franzel is doing the thing that she does not.
Okay, that was funny to me. He's like, I initially planned on going there.
Play the game, but also like trying to like stay.
But then that car moved, and that kind of like threw me off, so I kind of decided to go back. But then I was like, nah, let's go there again. And then, yeah,
This
obviously
is
ended up crashing.
leader coming out of it. I don't want it to be too much because it's starting
It's starting to get too much.
Oh, we're at this place. Okay, I thought this was the end game, like towards the end game.
Street
A lot of
station.
people don't.
Mass has gotta be here somewhere.
I don't remember this. This took me forever.
Ian is going to have a conversation with Nicole Anthony, and they're kind of talking over like where the vote might go. You know, are they working together? That like more of that. Nicole Anthony has been sick from the slop. Ian was as well, but she's kind of starting to recover today, starting to have more conversations again. So she's having this conversation with Ian, and Ian is talking about how he feels the vote might go, and he says, I feel like the vote is going one way, but I would prefer the other way. And so Nicole is like, well, what are the ways, Ian? And Ian says, well, I think, like, I'd like for Kevin to stay, but I feel like Keisha's staying, which is wrong. But he believes it. And so Nicole Anthony said, I agree. Like, I would love for Kevin to stay. Like, if Kevin goes, like,
Dispatch to squad.
people like us,
Possible hostiles near your location.
we're gonna be next. Like, it's gonna be one after another. And
Alright, well, at this point, I might as well just fucking...
I'm fine with voting. However, I won't. Like, I don't care which way the House is voting. Like, I don't like when people do that. I'm gonna just vote based on how I feel.
Fuck.
And that's
Okay.
just what I'm gonna do this season. So Ian leaves, and Nicole starts talking to the cameras, and her response to this conversation was, he is effing fooling himself if he thinks he can work with them on the Keisha train, because if he votes out Kevin like I think he is, then he's gonna be
Street
targeted
station.
once
Mass
Kevin
has gotta
leaves.
be
He's
here
at the
somewhere.
bottom of that group. I don't know why he thinks he can do this. That Kaser, Janelle, Cody, Danny group, them all working together. The same thing is happening that happened last time. I can't believe it's happening again. Oh, man.
It's so funny how poor a read Nicole Anthony has on the game.
No, I can't talk to more people. That's how I got in trouble last season. Oh, man.
Yeah, Nicole has a horrible case of PTSD. Like, it's so bad.
Advised, we have reports of a violent criminal near your location.
Literally,
911,
like,
please state the
living
nature of
in
your emergency.
horror of her last season. But later in the day, she begins to wake up a little bit. But this was like, being told. I watched it like twice. Because I just could not get enough of
gonna get out there and start talking to more people.
16th
So we
Street
will start
Station.
to see
Massey's
some
gotta
of
be here
that.
somewhere.
Okay, how's he done?
So she goes and she talks with a couple of other people. She goes and talks to David, though, most importantly. And they talk again
I don't wanna
about
push
potentially
it.
working together. They do have this connection. They know each other from their season. And they mention a potential group of 5 that includes Bailey, Devon, David, Nicole, Anthony, and Kevin would be a potential 5th. Now, this is an awesome group. I love it. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Right. So when we were having this conversation,
Possible suspect
I
or
was
suspects.
I had just gotten
Reported near
back
your
to
location.
catch up on feeds. So I was like, let me go back and listen. So I listened to that, and then when I caught back up, this conversation happened.
Oh, fuck
So
off.
hearing those conversations back to back, like in my mind, I was like, oh,
Like, I still
my
don't
God,
even know
we
the
have, like,
controls
our
for this
two
game,
sides
if I'm
of the
being honest.
house. And then I started to think,
Like, how do you switch
on each
weapons?
side, I started to think of, you know, how much of a competition threat everyone
Like, what
was,
button would it be?
or social
I feel like I've tried out every
games, and I
button.
just don't
Like, is there no
think-
weapon
I
wheel
don't
in this
think
game?
It's gonna work, and it's for 2 reasons.
16th Street
The
Station.
first reason is David.
Massey's gotta be here
I
somewhere.
feel like he's trying to do the whole like offbeat POC kind of thing like he has going on part of his game, but then he's also like really trying to get in there with Cody and Memphis, and I don't feel like he has the type of strategic prowess that like a Tyler does to
Oh,
be
there
able
we
to
go.
make it work. Like,
It's
it's one
hold
thing to
up.
be-
That's fucking dumb.
to be a floater, not coaster. But it's another thing to not do it well. And I feel like he doesn't have the strategic chops to really do it the way that it needs to be done. And then the second reason that I don't think it's going to work is because I've yet to see all of them together in one place at one time,
Location. Over.
like throughout the entire season. At least with the other 6, we can get 5 of them together. We can get like 4 of them together. But I've yet to see this whole group, this other group we're talking about, all together.
What?
There are a lot of potential groups floating around.
Oh shit, one, okay.
I really feel like the potential outcome of an HOH next week is going to solidify what's real and what's going to be thrown. And in particular, Bailey and Devon have a lot of options. You know, if Enzo wins HOH, Danny wins HOH.
This is a mistake, by the way.
If people in the other big power structure win next week, I don't think we're going to see Devon and Bailey going down with the David and Nicole Anthony ship because they are 2 potential nominees from a lot of those people. Now, if somehow, Kevin, Nicole Anthony, or even potentially David wins an HOH, I could see this group coming together. I could see them making it a more formal thing, for sure. But it's a very select, I think, HOH outcome that makes that work.
To be honest with you, with the way that Bailey and Devon have positioned, I think actually there might be a change for this, but if they can get David into that race, if a Janelle or Case wins, I can see that becoming a
Duncan, cover!
A Bailey, Devon, David,
What? Game. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck?
maybe, but it just would have to, like,
I'm gonna die.
the
Damn it.
point
I was so
there is-
close. Fucking got stuck in the gate.
Does the Janelle Kaser side win HOH first, or does the Bailey side win HOH first? It really just depends. The week 2 HOH
That's really annoying.
and the week 3 HOH.
Yeah, I could see if Janelle or Kaser win the HOH, absolutely. I think that Bailey would help pull in Devon, and
16th
Nicole
Street
Anthony
Station.
would come with
Massey's gotta be
Devon,
here
and
somewhere.
David would come with them, and they could kind of rally around the Janelle and Kaser side of things. Though, I think they would probably still try to point them in directions adjacent to their other power structure. So we're gonna have some interesting, potentially interesting situations next week, depending on that HOH outcome. But this is an awesome group of people. Like, I would love for if this was Big Brother of old, where like not all of the competitions were like just super physical. Like, I could see this being like a really strong group. Alright, so we then have Kevin and Danny are having a conversation. Kevin's a freaking
Game again. It got fucking stuck on the fucking thing.
Ian, and he was telling him that he feels like Keisha might have the moment today. Ian causing a lot of chaos throughout the day with this misread.
Those guys are so easy to take out if you melee them. The problem is it takes so much time. And like in that time you can get shot. That's really the problem with those guys.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I didn't, during this point in time during the day, I was really focused on Dawn. And I like followed her around the house for like 3 hours, pretty much. And so I really didn't catch much of this. But I just want to say that I feel like Danny,
Who's shooting at me?
Danny put in work.
Oh.
I definitely feel like she is 100% Keisha's true. And with Ian being like creating so much paranoia and so much, I'm not sure that that's
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was like, oh my god, like Ian's information is gonna become a self-fulfilling prophecy because it's freaking Kevin out so much that he's gonna cause people to actually want him to go home. It hasn't happened yet. He's still very safe, but if anything could shift the tides here, you know.
I got the mask.
Take good care of that thing.
So Memphis is gonna then go and talk to Christmas and give her the alliance talk. She is also down for it, and with that, they're all pretty much in the loop, and ready to go and talk with, make this thing happen. Christmas is gonna go and talk to Cody about it, so I think this group is, they're all informed.
Oh,
they
shit.
haven't come together, officially. They don't really plan to. Memphis does go and talk to Tyler again later. They do a couple of checkups, and they're all, it's a very interesting
Ah, shit. Well, that's fucking bullshit.
I'm curious to see where this goes, because I don't think I've ever seen
I'm fucked.
this come together.
That's such
in this
bullshit.
way,
3 of
where
them?
It really is one person reaching out to a bunch of different branches and not putting it together. We'll see. I'm skeptical myself, but we'll see.
Same. So I got all the Cody stands out there. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I
16th
got
Street
a lot
Station.
of
Mass has got to be here somewhere.
Derek vibes from Cody this week. Dan vibes from Memphis this week. I feel like Cody and Memphis, like in their own little worlds, are like, they couldn't get the heroes, so they got the sidekicks. It's time for me to have my sequel. And so both of
I'm a fucking
them
idiot. I don't know why I just did that.
both of them are like, I don't know, I just get this, like, these vibes from them, like I totally do not believe in playing too hard, too fast. I don't believe in that at all. I think we go in the door like,
Squad, be advised that a possible suspect or suspects have been reported near your location.
you can't be weird about it.
Yeah, don't be messy. That's the
Yeah,
key. That's the
yeah,
key.
yeah. And so, I don't know, man. Like I said, if they can put it into they can, get it out behind instead of
I'm so fucked.
I don't see, like, these two, like, big heads, like, trying to
Yeah, I remember having so much difficulty
to
with this
work
last time,
together
too.
long term, especially with Danny in that group, because homegirl don't play no games. Like, she's gonna be like, so I'm not gonna take you guys to the end.
16th Street Station.
I don't know.
Massey's got to be here
If
somewhere.
you guys want to go out now or later, but you're not gonna sit at the end with me. And I don't know. I just don't see it working. And I feel like with it being
Let's see if
All-Stars,
we
they
can-
know it's All-Stars, and they know that we're on their behinds. That they're gonna be like making, like this is gonna be the season that's playing for the fandom, and you can already see that a little bit. That this is the season that's really like playing for the fandom, so they're gonna be at each other's throats. And I think I'm not confident
Damn it.
that it's gonna work. If they can win
That's pretty
HOH
unlucky.
next week, we might have a different conversation. But I don't know. They're just, and like I said again, they've not. I don't know. I'm scared for them all.
It's not surprising. It's not surprising that, you know, I mean, we talked about this in the preseason. We talk about this all the time with the training players.
squad,
That,
be on
you know,
alert.
when you play in a season
Hostiles
with
near your
a great
location.
player, somebody that won the game, you often tend to emulate their style. And if you were the closest ally to that great player, it's not surprising at all to me to see Cody operating in a similar way to Derek, because I mean he was part of Derek's game. He was a big part of Derek's game. So even like just naturally, this is kind of how he did play, and now he's really just trying to like fill in the hole that is Derek by like getting like doing the what would Derek do, right?
Right. And I feel like it's like they're doing like the opposite of Enzo. Like Mary said yesterday, looks like Enzo in his brain thinks that he did
911,
everything right except he didn't win that competition. So he's not changing anything he's doing, and that's gonna be his downfall.
Yeah. Enzo is literally Enzo is doing the same thing he did last time, but like multiplied it by 2. He was like, all right. Here we go. You ready? You guys ready for this? It's like here's the business pitch from Enzo. It's like you guys remember the Brigade. Great product. Oh, amazing. Sold like crazy, super effective, wonderful. It was great. Here's my next box of crayons. Ready for this? It's the Brigade. But 2 of them! 2 brigades! Yes, that's right! 1 brigade is great, 2 brigades!
Fuck off.
It's greater. Yeah, it's this is quite an interesting.
I'm just gonna run away, I think.
He listens to my Alliance podcast. He's like, I know the next evolution. It's not a bigger alliance, it's just 2 of them.
Sending you their stuff now.
Oh man, it's not just us. They've
there.
got stuff on all the hacker gangs here.
So we just need to get back in
And
and grab the
sorry,
mask.
Kevin is gonna talk to Davon, and Kevin is worried about this idea that like Ian thinks I might not be good. Davon says, "Don't worry, I think you're fine. I'm counting votes, and I think you've got the votes." And Kevin is saying, "Okay, look. You're saying I'm good. The people I'm gunning for are the people that I think are coming for me this week. That's what if that means Janelle, my idol, sorry Janelle. Definitely Memphis. Memphis is totally coming for me. Obviously, everyone's saying it. Nicole Anthony's saying it. Ian's saying it. They both have a pulse on the house. Memphis is obviously trying to get Keisha
Get the
stay
fuck
with their
out.
pair. And so Memphis
got the
is
mask.
going up on the
Take good
block
care of
if
that
I
thing.
win that HOH. Maybe with Janelle, who is also pushing for me to go. You know, they'll get there. They'll get there. Nicole A also does talk to Memphis, and Memphis tells Nicole, like, I don't care about Keisha staying. In fact, if she goes, that's probably good for me, because people falsely think that we're a pair.
Yeah, and I feel like Keisha is, this is why I'm frustrated with their campaigning tactics, because some days Keisha is using her connection with Memphis to try to stay, some days she's using her connection with Memphis to try to still try to stay, but to get Kevin out, like, I feel like some days she's denying it and some days she's not, and I don't know, I just feel like
That, I mean, is this your Keisha impression?
kind of. She's basically, her conversations like even too good of a word for it. Like they're not
Fuck that mission.
even like comprehensible.
Well,
Like
she doesn't know what to do. She's never been in this spot before. Like
Rich,
again,
stay
being the
put.
first week
I'm coming to
nominee
return
is
your
like playing
stuff.
an entirely different game. Like all of these people, even David, have never experienced what it's like to be the first nominee, and like really just feel that sort of like, again, they're completely left out of everything. Keisha in her first season was in the first week like part of this like big overthrow, and then was part of an alliance, and she had information, and she like was able to get a taste of power. Playing from that spot is so dramatically different than playing from the bottom with no information, nothing, and she doesn't know what to do. Like it's like you can be a great warrior, right? Great swordsman, deadly across the land. But if you have no
Look it up.
idea how to fight hand-to-hand combat and you don't have a sword, you're now useless, and you're, you know, as deadly as a kitten. So, like that's kind of where Keisha's at right now.
yeah, I mean, I know she's watching that Big Brother. Like just
Is she though?
proactively lie. Like enough week one, like pre-jury nominees don't do that enough. Like they don't proactively lie. Like make something up. Like just make something up to like draw some to put some paranoia in people's minds. Like I don't know. Say you saw you walked in on Kevin and Cody, and they said the word "two" when you walked in the storage room or something, and then go from there. Like make something up. Like do whatever you need to do to stay. You're gonna be first blue on All Stars, girl.
Look, we've got a couple of days. I'm hoping that she really starts to pick up steam. The problem is, and like what makes these big alliances so effective, is that like they're very good at just like nullifying the masses, just like making you feel just comfortable enough that you're like, I'm worried. I'm also worried that if I do too much, then I might mess up a position that I'm actually like they're more worried that they're gonna screw themselves over than they are.
Sorry
that
you
they
had to go
are
through that,
gonna
man.
lose, if that makes sense. Like I'd rather.
Oh shit, what Kirsten said.
Because I got put up and it was
He never turned me. He's just trying to tear us apart.
You're tearing me apart,
Let him
Lisa.
do that. Look, he's got the FBI on speed dial, and he's gonna come after us hard, so I need all of you. We can't do this without each other. We won't. Thanks, Chris.
The FBI has been coercing hackers into providing them with hacking software for their own use. FBI uses this software to bypass the legal system and gain access to your private data with no oversight or warning. The FBI also illegally detained a DedSec member in an attempt to coerce us into working for them as well. To the FBI, we do not live in a police state. You are not the secret police. And the Constitution does not exist at your whim. We've exposed your plot to force hackers to help you. DedSec will continue to watch you for the sake of every free American. DedSec has given you the truth.
I don't want to say that
Do what
she
you will.
is like not there to play, or that she's just like nonchalant or lackadaisical.
Alright.
But I do feel like she's like, well, I'm
That took way too long.
I go. And I don't think that, like, I don't know, maybe because I love this game so much, and that I have waited in 6-hour lines in the freezing cold in New York City every summer to try to get on this damn show, like, for the last, like, 6 years, and I really want to be there, and that you're there, and you don't really want to be there, kind of gets me so bad, you know?
Let's go ahead and... What's that one I want to get? That tinkering button. I think it's this one, right? Yeah.
in a situation where she doesn't know where to direct her energy. That like she lacks the information to know where she needs to be doing things, and so she's just kind of like she has all. I do think she has the drive. She just doesn't know where to put it, and so it makes her look like she just doesn't care. I do think she cares, but I think it. I like I said, I do think that it's maybe not quite as much as some of like these super fans, but I do think the drive is there. It's just like it's just stuck inside of her, and like.
Oh, why haven't I got that already?
Yeah, and I also
Yeah.
want to like remind people that these, with the exception of people that pick out well, like Janelle, who was playing
telling
like
me they
a
may
new school
switch-
player in the old school days, or
Was she?
who was playing like a new school player in the old school days, like he should
Was
be
he?
used to a cast and a version of Big Brother where
Oh,
your
shit.
social game sometimes outweighs your strategic game, and that's just not how it is in 2020. Sometimes your strategic game needs to outweigh your social game.
There really is, I think, a bit of a divide here. The new school players,
Cool.
some of them at least, are like really up on current meta strategy. Like you know, Cody knows what he's doing. Danny knows what she's doing. Franzel knows what she's doing, even though she's a flawed player. Like some of these players like really know the most up-to-date, like best ways to play this game, and some of them are
Why does it
like,
keep on saying
stuck in
that?
a previous version of the game, a previous meta of the game. And I think, you know, you have somebody like Memphis, who is like somebody who was in a previous meta of the game trying to adapt.
I found the phone,
without
but no
having,
Horatio
like, the
in sight.
extensive knowledge of having watched all
There's
these
gotta be
seasons,
something.
and this is kind of what we're seeing, right? Like this weird sort of new branch, which is why I'm super curious to see, because it's not attached to the meta
No clues,
of
but
Big Brother that
there is a street cam.
Evolved. It's like you took
Okay,
took
yeah.
Big Brother 10
Hooking into the
and
camera,
then said the rest
roll
of
back the time
like
code and see
Big
what
Brother 10 after Big Brother 10 doesn't exist. Where could Big Brother meta strategy have evolved if we start there and then move somewhere else?
There he is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where Memphis is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting. It's interesting to me. So
Get out of there, Horatio.
Day is going to go ahead
Is this in the
and
past?
talk with
Like,
David some
what?
more about working together.
I don't believe this.
Did I already know? Yes.
We gotta figure out who they are.
David says he's continuing to play dumb. And Davon is like, did you lie to me about knowing things? He's like, yeah, I mean, that was before though.
That one's pretty clear.
He's continuing to act like he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, is this
and
where we start
that
talking
he does
the
wanna
gang
work
and
with her.
everything?
They also think they can work with Nicole Anthony. He mentions that, you know, she brought up working with them. So, you know, this is, I do think these people
We need
like
Trevino's
each other.
movements.
This
Got his phone number.
GPS footprint sensors on a
potential
building
group.
nearby.
Putting it on your map.
But like I said, I think you need power to solidify a group, especially when you have people like Devon and Bailey
Wait, where am I?
who have a lot of options, and other options with groups that do have powers, do have power. And even David has a little bit of connection, you know, through Devon and Bailey, through Tyler, to a group in power. So we'll see. We'll see.
I just don't want David to play dumb too much.
Yes.
Like, there's a fine line between, because everyone here knows you played the game or you wouldn't be
Wait, what?
here. So you were in the house for I don't even want to put a time limit on it. You were in the house. You attended ceremonies. You attended competitions. So, like, even though you left in your
Reinforcements for what? I didn't do anything.
You know how the game goes, so you can only put up this act oh so much. Like, I can see maybe, you know, thinking like about strategy, or acting like you don't know about like how, you know, certain, you know, interlocking things work as far as social structure or like power ranking or anything like that. But like, there's only so much you can.
Horatio, man, I'm here, man.
Fake.
Hey, call 911, Josh. Call 911.
I think
I'm
like
here,
more
man.
importantly,
I'm here, man.
like,
I'm here. Help's coming, okay?
You need
Hang on.
respect in the game.
Oh, man.
Like, people need to respect you. You need to add value to a
Does
team.
Horatio die?
Or
Why do I not remember this?
He's dead, guys. Sorry, Josh. He's fucking dead.
And also, isn't this weird that you can do this mission before Watched? So essentially, Watched is under the context of he might be dead.
Hey, hold on.
Whatever.
You're smart, right?
Yeah, I'm smart. Not so smart, he didn't get caught. All that shit you seem to know, you're gonna feed to us. Not telling you shit. Fuck you. Fuck. Oh, fuck me, boy. No, cuidado.
like,
Get out of there, Marcus! You've got to get out!
Not yet.
they might include you, they might overlook you, sure, but you'll have no agency in the game if people don't respect you.
Okay, I guess we'll end here.
I want to track these assholes down. Any unusual phone activity nearby?
A lot, practically
why
next
would we
door.
bring him into an alliance officially
Alright.
when
Next episode, continue on.
he
For now,
barely
thank you
even
for
knows what
watching.
an alliance is?